Alright, here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. I, Kaguya of the Peking Opera Club, greet you, madam. Yes, and how are you managing Grenrymon well? It's all rather new to me, but I expect I'll grow accustomed in time. Not much to do with the Peking Opera. Not much to do with Peking Opera, but then perhaps you plan to hand off that role. Why didn't you give it to Genrymon? They clearly have the time in on their hands. Let me ask you this, Kaguya. What is it you desire? Does the Peking Opera Club intend to replace Genrymon? Not at all. The Peking Opera Club's purpose is in their name. And because of that purpose, we're the ideal stewards of Shanghai-jing traditions. Which tradition would those be exactly? Oh, there's far more to them than simple words can express. Then allow me to express this in larger words. When you speak of tradition, do you speak of our ethos, our guiding principles? Allow me to express them in larger words. When you speak of tradition, do you speak of our ethos, our guiding principles? To stand against tyranny, to protect the weak, to remember kindness, to endure all for what is right. Is that not the tradition we pride ourselves on most? Why do you ask me of what you already know? Because I want you to trust me. That's a very interesting thing to say. What do you mean? People have doubted the choices I've made. You and all the others standing with you. Among what I'm sure are many others. But tell me, are the traditions of Shanghai-jing, those you uphold, so fragile? Ooh, it's ringing on her. Were they so insignificant that a spat of intrigue from a few outsiders would bring them all crashing down? This is true though. Like, are you seriously telling me that just by letting outsiders in is already can breach our traditions? Yeah, this is basically it. Let's have faith in yourself, and not just in yourself, then in Shanghai-jing, in its strength, in its history. The roots of Shanghai-jing runs deep. They're not so easily shaken, but they can grow. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Open your gates to the world, but stay strong to who you are. Don't let the modern suggestions of this current world shake your traditions. I mean, why would someone from outside tell you what to do on your tradition? Like, that is what I'm trying to say here. You're just opening the door so that more people will see your tradition. You're not going to bow down to the wills of others simply because you don't adhere to their likings. Madam, one more question. In all sincerity, who is the greater threat to our institution, myself or Shinta Nikai? Well, she doesn't know what Kai currently is doing. I think the answer is clear. Then would it not be right for you and the Peking Opera to step aside and choose another path? Would you be willing to allow such thing? Now there's an interesting question. Would you stand down out of principle or practicality? Both principle and practicality. And then may I ask you what would that mean? Then may I ask what you mean by that? The shortest part of the answer is that we can help each other stop the spread of the Tyke syndrome. We think we know what's causing it. Yeah, it's Sky. Yes, then we can all work together on medications and preventative measures. You're a woman of great understanding and shining grace. You mentioned the longer part of the answer. Madam, I have a request. Uh-oh. Isaki? May I? What? Go on. You must to restore your authority as president. If you let me go unpunished, no one will obey your orders, no one will listen to you. So show me your strength and issue the decree yourself at once. No, laws exist so that strength. Wait, laws exist so that strength need not to be shown so crudely. But in troubled times, laws often fail, and that's why you pull out the baton and beat people up. Left unenforced, they become mere ink on paper, and virtue turns to vulnerability, and peace becomes violence. It's tragic that this situation exists where strength must be shown. I know that very well. But it does exist, and now you must not hesitate. No ruler can, you understand. Carve a path of righteousness through this. Carve a path of righteousness through this blighted field. Do not allow evil to fester. Think of your people, think of their safety, their livelihoods. A usurper has placed their way of life in jeopardy. Me. Are you really a usurper, or were you placed there by other people? Yeah, I don't see Kaguya as a usurper. She's just a leader that was placed there, I guess. Draw your weapon, madam. Prove you had the power to lead. Let every shot become a declaration. You are president. You have power. It's a lot of uppercase. And if that righteous path has a few spent casings upon it, that will only prove how hard you fought. Now that I think about it, what's Kisaki's gunfire? Like, what bullet does Kisaki's gunfire? You once sought to give me advice through your through the performance of yours. What do you think of that now? In retrospect, I should have chosen my methods more carefully, but I stand by the message I sent. Well, that basically means she takes responsibility for her mistake. I showed my loyalty in the path I've chosen. If I could turn back time and return that moment, I would offer the same advice hundreds of times, face prison for thousands of years and suffer 10,000 expulsions. But she will stand to what she really believes. Raise her other interesting points. How could I punish one so loyal? I'm not the person I was when I gave you that advice. You must make that distinction. I am now a usurper, and there is no changing that. Usurpers must be punished, displayed in the streets as an example for all to see. Probably just mag dump you and then you fall to the ground, and yeah, that probably will be enough. Uh-oh. Otherwise, your orders will not stand, and your laws, however, Otherwise, your orders will not stand, and your laws, however noble, will not hold. Ugh. Kisaki really does not want to shoot her, but Kaguya wants Kisaki to shoot her. But you did not become a usurper on your own will. I didn't wish to say this, but on that point I must respond. And I will listen. Sheesh. You yourself did not become the president by your own will either. They finally see each other. Yeah, Kisaki was not the president because of her own will. She was placed there. And yet, do you not carry all the responsibility of that position? This is why I always respected you. This is why I always considered you a blessing upon Shanghai-jing. And if I must die here for you, then I shall. And would do so again and again. She really wants to be shot. Did the path you chose at the moment? That's already been chosen. Then I will not walk upon. Wait, what? Kisaki? What do you mean? Let me show you. The path that the President Shanghai-jing will walk from this. The path that the President of Shanghai-jing will walk from this day forward. madam. You know what? Okay, let's wait for it. Oh, yeah. Razor can reach that. Bonk. That's a lot of people. Hey, Reijo is Mystic. Okay, nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a lot of you. Okay, just all of them are 3. I just realized that. Yeah, I can rapid fire this. Okay, never mind. I thought Kaguya was going. Yeah, I thought Kaguya was going to appear there. Never mind then. I am beyond grateful. Thank you for shooting me. And she's dead. Bonk. Hold on, Kaguya. Kisake, can I join in punishing her? Treat the wounded. Kaguya's condition particular rep. Transfer her to a safe place and ensure there are no complications. Once the battlefield is clear, I will issue decrees. We will obey your orders. Oh, there's me now. Carry out your task. A path will be opened. We will not miss this opportunity. Recapture the Rikagaku. Escort the president. You're working hard, Mina. I'm just earning my keep finally, bro. You'll be alright. In a sense, you are taking a gamble with no way back. If we fail or make one mistake, there will be no second chance. Are you suggesting I find a way to survive on my own are you suggesting I find a way to survive on my own if things goes wrong? I won't tell you not to worry. That's practically impossible for you. But even if you left me behind, I'll always... Bruh. Very well. What's our next destination? The Eastern Alchemy Society? The prison. For all cumbersome things. Alright, here we go. Sheesh. Wait, are those Eastern Alchemy Society members? Shanghai Warden, lol. Genrymon, Madam President, what brings you all the way down here? Wait, you were just shot. Okay. I've come to release Yakushi Saya. Saya from the Eastern Alchemy Society? Is there a problem? Okay, the Eastern Alchemy Society has asked us very clearly to keep her locked up for as long as possible. On charges of failure of management. Okay. I see. And are you suggesting this request... Are you suggesting this... wait, I see. And are you suggesting this request of their Are you suggesting this request of theirs supersedes my orders as the president? Go on, disobey her direct... Go on, disobey her direct orders. See what happens. I mean, it's not necessarily her that's going to punish them. It's you. No need to scold them quite so much, Mina. You're the executive officer. Your words carry great weight. True. I'm sorry, madam. Please forgive our dilemma, madam. A dilemma, you say? It's about the disease that's spreading in Shanghai-jing. Tyke syndrome. Well, you might already know, but it's her. She's the one who's causing it. Do you have proof? We know her orders don't override yours, but if we don't obey them, She won't forgive. Oh. Yeah, it's Sky that's doing it. She won't give us the vaccine or the cure. Yeah, I think this is what. Yeah, I think this is what Kisaki said about them turning into her slaves. She's giving them a dilemma or something. Yeah, so I was wrong earlier that, like, yeah, it was. This is not. I was wrong earlier when I said that her turning them into slaves is Kai. Her Kai turning them into her slaves means that Kai is just making them. She's making them think of their mistakes. This is literally her, like, turning them her slaves just for, like, she can get what she wants. So yeah, I was very wrong earlier then. I understand. Now in the name of Geminrimon, I will release Yakushisaya myself. Well, you're doomed. No one's going to blame us. Indeed, the responsibility belongs to Geminrimon and to me, Ryuge Kisaki. Such is the President's burden. Here we go. I mean, they're just lights. Dead. One at a time, people. There's your grenade. Well, I can't save the command point, but it does regenerate very fast. Yeah, it regenerates really fast. Jeez. Here, bonk. Here comes the rat. I thought I was going to be down there. Wait, I thought I was going to be down here forever. Thank you, madam. You look well. Now come, we have to move quickly. Move to where? To Eastern Alchemy Society, of course. You need to make a cure. Isn't that dangerous for you, madam? Are you going to be okay? Your health, I mean. Is that what you're worried about? Focus on what's most important here in this moment. We must reclaim your Eastern Alchemy Society. I will lead the way. Follow me. Oh yeah, she only has a pistol. Madam. Is something going on with her? She should still reclaim the society for you. Why are you so flustered? It's just because... No, never mind, it's nothing. Uh-oh. Her health, though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. Like, she needed the immortality elixir to keep going. Unless if Kisaki is like secretly touching those who are infected, so like she gets the effect. Because yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, if an infected individual touched you, then you get the disease. But then something like that, I guess. Let's continue. On the other hand, if I get the asset, exactly. You need to hurry. Her time is running out. Balancing the sky. Balance. It's almost dark, Kisaki. What took you so long? Do you know how long it takes to clean up for after you? I didn't ask you to. So easily distracted. You still haven't found your focus. Oh, I have, and you'll never understand it. Like hearing the voices of a river. Why would I want to hear imaginary sounds? Or any of your pointless blather? Okay. Run away again, would you? Oh, I'm not only here. Oh, I'm not only one here with something to say to you. Oh? Yep, Saya's here. You're about to get ratted out. It's been a long time, Kai. My dear underclassman, thank you for keeping the society running while I was away. You're still a mystery to me. I thought if we meet again, I might see you differently. But no, that was too much to ask, I suppose. Is that all you came here to say? Hilarious. As if you, of all people, could ever lecture me. Hmm? I read through your prescription records. You tested elixirs on human subjects just like I did. No, not like you did. Mine were... Yeah, true. She wasn't doing it for her own benefit. Sensei again. You were one of the guinea pigs too, weren't you? If you're talking about her relationship story, then I guess it wasn't her, it was Shunling that was one of the first ones. And you're still trying... not really, Shunling was the first. She was one of the... Yeah, she was one of the test subjects. Like, if Kisaki is taking the elixir for a very long time, it was Saya... Yeah, it was Shunling that was one of the test subjects. Like, that event happened when Sensei was already here in Kivotos. Which means, yeah, Shun isn't a necessarily test subject. More like, she wanted... Yeah, maybe that elixir that Shun drank had, like, was a... Like a modification, right? Or something like that. Let's continue. And you're still trying to protect her. Interesting. I mean, her potions did cause some problems, but... What's with the uppercase? Sensei. But she only ever wanted to make people... but she only ever wanted to make other people happy. She never charged any of... Yeah, she never charged. Yeah. She stopped when she saw it was hurting people. But that was exactly the problem. Don't you see, Sensei? Success isn't possible if you let failure hold you back. Success isn't possible if you let failure hold you back. What do you mean? Like people taking your medicine. Yeah, people taking your medicine, and then when the effect starts to set in, you like manipulate them to serve under you just for them to get the cure. You are controlling them under your own benefit. Oh, let's continue. No matter how many setbacks and side effects may occur, it's all part of the process. All that matters is the achievement. All that matters is that the achievement outweighs the damages. Ah, I see. You are a what do you call that? You are an ends justify the means type of person. Oh, let's continue then. If you let your failure scare you off like she did, then a failure is all you'll ever be. I mean, she's got a point though. Yeah, if you let your failure scare you off, you will never succeed. You will never succeed if you keep succeeding. And you will never succeed if all you see are correct ones. You have to see mistakes as well, but mistakes at the cost of others though, and you keep doing it? Yeah, that's a little bit bad. You came close to your immortality elixir, closer than anybody else. But your methods made everyone unhappy. Maybe not really unhappy. Yeah, I don't think unhappy is the right word here. I think she actually is causing harm. Oh, here we go again. What is happiness exactly? Who defines it and how? She's got a point. Ordinary people don't even know what they're missing. You think they're qualified to say what makes them happy. They have no idea. You still can't answer, can you? Of course you can't. People are ignorant and selfish. So are you, you know. They're never grateful. Give them what they think they want and they'll still find a way to complain. First and foremost, why do you always give them what they want? Like sometimes you give people what you have to give people what they need, because yeah, if yeah, you give people what they think they want, because the thing about wants is that it's like the thing about wants is that it's for convenience now. Yes, want is more of convenience, while needs is necessity. Like, you need to drink water to live, but you don't need to drink soft drinks, because well, that's just for not even convenience. That's just like, I don't know, a good taste for the tongue, I guess. And also the same thing, you only need to drink water. The water is the most important thing. You don't need to drink alcohol. Even so, alcohol damages your organs. Let's continue. But even so, no matter what anyone say, I will finish this potion. The elixir to bring sagehood, the elixir to bring sagehood to the enlightened, so we can fulfill the people's true desires. What's up with the uppercase? Remember, Saya, the Eastern Alchemy Society was founded for this exact purpose. But yeah, that was the tradition. This is probably one of the downsides of tradition. The society was made to create the elixir, but now that like their their tradition is to make the elixir for sagehood. But now that you can see like the horrible effects, I guess, or the horrible consequences of that, I guess. But and that's why we have to see it through. Oh, Kisaki, I almost forgotten you were here. You were there. Don't you remember the students whose bodies you destroyed with your elixirs? Wait, do you remember the students whose body you destroyed with your elixirs? Or would you say they don't matter in the grand scheme? I remember, of course. I remember. Each and every one of them provided invaluable data. How could I forget? And you must also know that Saya neglected even her own researches to focus on treating those same students. Let me make one thing clear. Those students all got exactly what they asked for. She's a very interesting person. Yeah, she's an ends justify the means, but at the same time, she's not. Yeah, she's saying that she's not 100% like she's not 100% the cause for their suffering, because that is what they want. It's the wants that they ask. But yeah, I think this is what it is. She's not doing this to help them. Yeah, she's not doing this to grant their wishes. She's doing this to see the results of her elixirs. Like all of those results, like think of this like a potion from Minecraft, right? Like you put nether warts, then you put blaze powder, or you place gas tears or something like that, right? Each of those she handed out to every student, right? Because one example, they want to get more focus, so she makes this yeah, I think this is what the elixir is. Like I think this is what the immortality elixir is that she's doing. I think she's trying to make like those entire potions she give to individual students and then combining them all into one. If in the Lord of the Rings there's the ring of Sauron, this is basically it. The one potion to rule them all, I think. Of course, I may be wrong, but let's continue. The trouble is they fail to think it through. Few people bother to exactly consequences of their actions. Few people bother to foresee the consequences of their own choices, and fewer still can bear them. We must be responsible for their ignorance. We must be responsible for the ignorance of the ordinary. You know, yeah, she has a point though. She has a point. The stupidity of others is none of your business. Like, they have to learn from their mistakes. But at the same time, if you can prevent that mistake, you also are responsible to you also are responsible to help others see through their mistakes. I may be just babbling here, so yeah, let's continue. We're all ordinary in one way or another. We all deserve grace and generosity. Oh, speak for yourself. Though if you offered me your generosity, I certainly wouldn't decline it. Well, as one of many ordinary people, I will remind you once again that just as before, there's no place for you in Shanghai. And now you're simply insulting yourself. Wait, that's quite disappointing, Kisaki. I had hoped you could become a peer of mine in time. That's surprisingly pleasant from you with a heart full of vengeance. Sheesh. Oh, I can have my vengeance anytime I wish. You'd become a space marine soon if you keep talking about vengeance, you know. And remember, you made me this way. Partially yes, she made you this way, but at the same time, you, instead of discarding that venom, you like held to that venom as well. Instead of focusing on bettering yourself and bettering Kisaki, instead of that, you're letting her chain you down. Long story short, you are holding like too much of a grudge against her. So you've already said, but now you listen to me, you little. The one who made you who you are is you. Yeah, her obsession as well. Excuse me. You made every choice that brought you here. You decided you were the superior to all those. Yeah, exactly. Like, she wanted to be a sage, someone above others. You decided you were superior to all those ordinary people. You decided you could treat them like toys, and you can decide to go on blaming me. I'll take on that blame. I'm the president, that's my job. You talk too much. I've just decided you'll be my next test subject. Oh, will I? You think that's in your power. So you can show me all that common confidence in the world. But I know how long we've kept Saya locked up. Without your treatment, you can barely stand right now. Were you counting on that? Of course you were. Uh-oh. Open your eyes, see who's standing before you. Me, the president of Genryomon. Yeah, ooh. Now we're gonna rat her out. Yeah, that's my question now. Like, how is Kisaki still standing right now when she didn't have the elixir? Yeah, that's my theory. That's my theory right now. Like, Kisaki secretly is touching the infected, so like she can grab their power. Yeah, she can grab their power. Like, she can grab the effect to prolong her. Like, I don't know, rejuvenation, or maybe that's the thing, because it's only been a few days. Then they are very the victims are very contagious in 3 days, and that's the thing. I think she's just touching people, and then that 3 days of contagiousness. I think that's what she's. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's continue. Alright. Rat her out. Okay. So she's a light armor. Yeah, she's a light armor. We focus Mina on her. Oh, we are actually doing hundreds on her. Here. Yeah, we are doing hundreds on her now. Yo, we are doing hundreds on her. What is that? Is that Kisaki's thing? Or is that hers? Rat her out. Yeah, we are actually doing hundreds of her now. Bonk. Ooh. How's it possible? We are landing shots on her. Yeah, I think the effects is starting to wear off on her as well. Do you still not understand? I'll explain then. You spread the type syndrome throughout Shanghai Xing. Think about it carefully. It regresses physical age back to childhood. Uh-oh. No. Oh yes, and thanks to that, my body is helped. I knew it, she is! Yeah, she's infected! She's infected! It regresses physical age back to childhood. Yeah. She is infected! But when did you... Oh, I'm not sure. When was it? Isaki, you. That entire trip she did. Yeah, that entire trip she did. Yeah, I think she was touching the infected people back then. Oh, wow. That is evil. You fell to your own trick, Shintanikai. So what now? If you hadn't had your fill of chaos yet, we can keep going as long as you'd like. Uh-oh. I've lost this time. So tell me, what do you intend to do with me, Kisaki? Shanghai Jin couldn't hold me. You had me sent to the corrections bureau last time. We'll be sending you towards Sensei's corrections bureau. Shanghai Jin has his great many difficulties with you, but Yunyumon's decision stands. You will be transferred back to the corrections bureau, and this time you'll be sent to a much more secure location. Send her to Shale. Send her to my basement. I'll take care of her. You are nothing if not consistent. But there's a saying, you know. Repeating the same actions has Someone has been playing Far Cry way too much.
Insanity is doing the exact same thing over and over again. Shit to change.
Say and do you will, Shintanikai, but Yunimon will be there every time. Oh, this isn't even mildly amusing anymore. Let me ask you, Sensei. Yes, I've always had an interest in you. I've heard you're always this... Is that true? Yeah. Does that apply to me? Go and ask Wakamo and Akira. You'll understand. If you stop taking advantage... Yeah, if you stop taking advantage of others, if you promise not to hurt them, I'll be on your side. So there's the... so there are strings attached. But Sensei, what if I told you I've done nothing wrong? Then you have to see the wrongness of what those means, because those people may be like, those people may got what they want, but at the same time you had the decision, you had the opportunity to not hurt them, but instead you didn't think of that, and instead just went through that, and then, well, it did physical damage to them. Like, I'm not going to say hurt, because hurt feels like emotionally connected. They were actually physically damaged. Like, their metabolism did actually get damaged. So yeah, if I'm not going to base this on I felt this is wrong. I'm going to say you actually did physical damage, so you need to take actual accountability to this. Then you need to study more. If you need someone to teach you, you can ask me. Uh-oh. I won't give up. I won't give up on any students if I can help them. Uh-oh. Listen, Sensei. Alright, this is a hypothetical question. Purely for my own curiosity. If a student is known as a monster, if they completely hopeless and refuses all self-reflection... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, uh-oh. This is it. We're on the Riz section now. And refuses all self-reflection. Would you still say the same thing? Like I said, Akira said the same thing, you know. There's only one. Yeah, it's the only thing I can do for everyone. Even if that were the case, yeah. It's the only thing I can do. But what would the students be on saving, no matter what? Like I said, Akira has said the same thing. Question aside, I have one request. Uh-oh. Let me have faith. Riz level increased to 20. Uh-oh. Well played. I wasn't expecting that response. Alright, take me away. That answer... After that answer, I won't resist at all. Okay, that ending twist where she just asks Sensei if, like, do we trust her? That's a little bit out of place because she is full of vengeance, right? She has to see this through first. But then, like, in a story-wise, right? She has to see her like potion through. Then when she finally has no longer any reason to move forward, then there's now this void, right? And then that should be the time where we would say that no matter how big your mistake is, we'll be there to guide you into the right path. But okay then, it's just me griping, I guess. Let's continue. Let me have faith in you. Ha! That was so much fun. One more thing, Shintani-kai. Tell me, while I'm still in a good mood, Shanghai Jing needs a cure for the Tyke syndrome. Oh, is that all? Well, the Tyke... What? Well, Tyke syndrome is contagious, but the cure is contagious... What? Okay. The treatment is easy to disperse if you could do it immediately. But what will that mean for you once the treatment spreads? You return to your previous state. You'll return to your previous state, frailty and all. It makes no difference what it means for me. Yeah, she puts more emphasis on the people before herself. If we can return Shanghai Jing to normal and hold the Moonlight Festival in safety, what more do we need? Yeah, she's putting others before herself. This is the biggest, like, this is the biggest difference between Kai and Kisaki. Like, everything, like, they are so like in contrast with each other, right? Like, Kai is the type of person that means to an end, right? Like, both of them are actually means to an end. Yeah, Kai is in a means to an end, but the difference between the both of them is that Kisaki, yes, she's means to an end, but it's for the benefit of all people, while Kai is means to an end, but for the benefit for herself, for her to achieve sagehood, while Kisaki just wants the people, like the festival, to succeed and the people to, like, enjoy. And this is very interesting. Like, the biggest contrast between the both of them, they're actually very the same. Like, yeah, the ends justify the means, but the difference is who's benefiting from it. You or everyone. Yeah, this is probably one of the things that she failed to see. They are very similar. Like, they're on the same coin, but on different sides. Fine. Fine as you wish. Why? Yeah, this fine as you wish should be like a sigh of defeat, but why are you smiling? Even if a time comes when you regret this decision, it's none of my concern. Yeah, see? Yeah, she's a little bit like it has no benefit for her. So yeah, I guess she is like she's an ends justify the means, but for the benefit of herself. Believe me, I never will. Let's start the festival. Hey! Thus the Tyke Syndrome outbreak, which plunged Shanghai Jing into chaos, came to an end. She didn't make a treatment for her, though. I mean, like Kai said, it's none of her concern that Kisaki's still sick. The Moonlight Festival is finally here. You've done an amazing job, Madam President. You've been amazing yourself. This year's festival preparations have been memorable, to say the least. I'm not sure if all of it technically counts towards the festival. Wait, what? You've been amazing yourself. This year's of preparations has been memorable. Okay, so the festival has still not arrived. Oh wait. It's finally here, but like probably it's not today, but more like tomorrow, I guess. You've done an amazing job. Yeah, like the festival preparations has been memorable. Like, yeah. Maybe I'm just overthinking here. I'm not sure all of it technically counts towards the festival, but I'll take the compliment. But you really are something, Madam President. What is that face? This is a new one. You resolved all that chaos and restored everything back to the way it was. If it hadn't been for you, Shanghai Jing might still be in chaos with no way forward. Oh, enough of that. I only did what was needed. Now, what have you done? Okay, what have you done with those members who caused the disturbance? They're all signed Okay, the re-education is an interesting word, but I'm more interested in who's doing the education. Let's continue. Starting from the very bottom. If it were up to me, I'd expel every last one of them and make sure they can't affiliate anywhere else, but that's a little too harsh and they'll have resentment towards you. And you're just gonna give Kai more followers. Like, we're all like we're bound to a common, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna join Kai in the test of you, I guess. No need. They did what they believe was right. Fair enough. And now for the festival. Ah, Sensei, you made it. Which is not to imply you took too long anyway. Which is not to imply you took too long. Anyway, let me do what Rumi and Madam Kisaki asked me and I think Rumi's back to normal. Okay, never mind. Oh, you're there, Sensei. Have you talked to Rager yet? Ah, I see. Yes, Genramon usually handles this sorts of business, while Executive Officer Mina or the head of public relations would normally be there, but as you know, we're also busy with the Moonlight Festival. I thought about guiding you personally, but yeah, she's got a lot to do, I guess. Never mind, I misspoke. Forget I said that. Reija, on behalf of Shanghai Jing, please take good care of Sensei. And we may call at any moment, so stay alert. Alright, let's go, Sensei. The festival awaits. I mean, to be fair, Reija is much more physically more adept than Kisaki. Like, I'm talking about in terms of like protecting Sensei here. So yeah, let's continue. I was worried we wouldn't be able to do this at all this year. Great to see everything back to normal. And from the looks of things, even Genrymon won't bother us much. I mean, they've got a lot on their plate right now. Like, there's still something called Fallout. Like, they need to deal with the fallout of everything that Kai did. Like even the information, I guess. Like even the information about the now that Kai is officially like has made a massive like has done something massive towards Shanghai Jing, and now everybody knows who she is. And now there's gonna start asking, like they're gonna start asking questions. So now they have to deal with that, whether Kisaki needs to, well, censor that, or she decides to actually release details about Shintani Kai to the public. Now let's continue. Honestly, even if they wanted to, they don't have the manpower. They don't have the manpower right now. Okay. You're wearing your uniform at the festival. What's with the uppercase? It was recommended, basically ordered. There's going to be a lot of visitors from other schools this year. I mean, like wearing their standard uniform can also be a deterrent for troublemakers. Like they see you and then they're like, oh, there's like the executives from Genryumon, and they're here to look after the festival. And also, if there is problem, they're the types to easily just spring into action. So yeah, I guess they said you can. They said you can go, but go in uniform and be ready. Yeah, basically, be ready for everything, anything. If, like, for example, the gourmet research comes in, and then, like, yeah, it would be better to have their uniform, I guess. I bet you almost wish something would. 1. Why the uppercase? 2. Would. Mm-hmm. No, not at all. Absolutely not. Especially not and especially not this year. After everything that's already happened, we all deserve a break. Yeah, that's fair. Although it was really fun when you got turned. Ooh, I would wish to see that. Hilarious. I thought it happened to you too, remember? Okay, so both of them did, bro. Apparently, they took a lot of pictures from the tank syndrome incident. Mainly for friends to tease each other with, from the looks of things now. You're asking if I have a picture of... Oh, that would be interesting. I could tease Ruby with that too. Who do you think I am, Sensei? I'm the one who's cracking down with those pictures. Wait. I'm the one who's cracking down. Although Rumi did hang one picture at the promenade main gate as a memento, so maybe I can't stop it. I'm the one who's cracking down on those pictures. So you are confiscating all those pictures. The question is, did you throw those pictures, or would you like to surrender them in my hands? Though I'll be honest with you, like, little Rumi, way too small for me. I would like to suffocate in those. Not the small one. Mm-hmm. Oh, the packing up. Oh. Ooh. And now she has her fan because she's presenting. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's a stage in the middle, like in the road, I guess. Lots of students are happy about the Peking Opera being back in time for the festival. It's probably best if the whole business with Kaguya gets swept under the rug. At least at the end of the festival, President Kisaki wants everything stable throughout. And that keeps the market stable. So from a business perspective, that's fine by me. Are you enjoying the festival, Sensei? The outdoor Peking Opera performance should be starting right about now. Oh, you want to know why I called? I've always been under the impression one doesn't need a specific reason to call someone. Okay, fair enough. I'm sure you understand that, Sensei. That said, how would you say it's going out there with Shanghai Jing being open to the rest of Kivotos and all? So our students and theirs are mingling well, getting to know each other. And you can see the hard work Genuman members have all been doing. So our students and theirs are mingling well, getting to know each other. I'm not concerned about the students mingling with each other. I'm more concerned about which students are, because if gourmet research were here, then I think Shanghai Jing will have a first-hand of experience of what of what insanity actually is. And you can see the hard work Genuine members have all been doing. Well then, Genryumon is serving its purpose. I appreciate your feedbacks, I'd say. Very well, please continue to enjoy the festival. Why the long face? She could have just said she wanted to talk. Never mind, let's keep going. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Oh, Trinity. Even the people. Okay, even Millennium's here. Yeah, even the Tea Party ones are. Oh, Yakyako. Yeah, Yakyako. Well, this has all worked out very well for the promenade. I would have expected Genryumon to make decisions that actually helped us. Although there's a caveat. More customers means bigger crowds, which means more crowd control. I mean, we do have some students here that are good at crowd control. I guess we can ask their help. I know Gehenna and Trinity students don't get along, but this is the first time I've seen them face off in person. Is this foreshadowing that gourmet research is actually here? Like Trinity, yeah, I guess, but like, of course we have the after school sweets gang. Well, I'm not gonna call them club because they are an actual gang, you know. Yeah, there's the after school sweets gang, or let's just call them sweets gang for short. There's the sweets gang, but the thing about the sweets gang is that they're not here for a proper course meal. They want desserts, right? They want snacks. So yeah, they probably will enjoy the snacks here because most of them are fruits, right? Like the snacks here in Shanghai Jing are more of fruits and less processed sugars. While in Trinity it's more like just desserts, I guess. Yeah, like these here are not desserts, more like actual healthy food. So yeah, let's continue. Oh, and over there too. Uh-oh. Yeah, you two stop. Get over here. Good thing Mina was there to take care of that. You know, I think us being here might exacerbate that issue. Let's go somewhere else. Yeah, true. I mean, depends, I guess, because us Shale is well known, for better or worse. So what do you think of the Peach Blossom Spring? It looks like the outside students are split on whether they find it relaxing or whether they don't just like tea. Yeah, to be fair, like that's also one of the negatives of the outside world. Like, yes, progress is good, but at the same time, progress is what made unhealthy foods like soft drinks and like the stuff like that, right? More unhealthy sweets, right? More unhealthy types of drinks are much more like common nowadays, and traditional healthy ones like actual tea is now like they find it bland or just boring. Like it's not that sweet for their taste, right? So yeah, Yeah, this is also, yeah, like I said, this is one of the like negatives of the modern world. Like, yeah, yeah, this is basically what happened in the in Shunling's event, where the thugs were looking for like bubble tea, but then like was it bubble tea, where they were asking for tea, but the tea that that store had were traditional tea, and the thugs were looking for the modern type of tea, which is, yeah, like I said, that may be one of the reason why they don't like this quote unquote tea. Let's continue. I may be just babbling. Mobchan! Mobchan is here! The staff looks confused. They must be wondering, yeah, is this what actual tea really is? Why would anyone buy tea at 100 yen at the... Bruh. Tea and put milk on it. That's not good. The tea is supposed to be what it is, a tea. You don't put milk on it. Speaking as part of the Black Tortoise Promenade, I believe it all comes down to personal taste. Yeah, true. And as long as they aren't hurting others, we should all respect each other. Yeah, like I said, if Izumi were here and she suddenly puts like ketchup and mayonnaise and put it all in a bowl of soup, I mean, that's her choice. As disgusting as it looks, it's her choice if she enjoys that. Still, 100 yen... 100 yen... Still, 100 yen a gram for milk tea. Sheesh. We shouldn't say anymore. Actually, I'm starting to like ratio. Seriously, it's like sharpening a knife with gold. Why? Still, even that's good for the promenade. Just in terms of raw numbers, I'm actually starting to appreciate, not like, but just appreciate ratio. Like, she actually is a little bit like she is like she thinks, right? She thinks. She may not be smart, but at least she thinks. Also, I do like her voice. Like, it's a little bit goofy that she's like big kahunders, but her voice is like small, like soft and small. So yeah, I actually starting to appreciate her now. Not like yet, not like just yet, just appreciate her. And also her voice, her face is hilarious. So yeah, let's continue. The Peach Blossom Spring has a demand for dairy. The Peach Blossom Spring has a demand for dairy products now. Bruh. And bringing in supplies to meet demands is what Promenade does best. Yeah, it's also a learning curve, I guess, like putting milk in your tea. I mean, alright then. Of course, Genrymon is full of tea. Genrymon is full of tea fanatics who won't tolerate secret. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have tasted tea before, and yeah, it does taste like, I don't know, like it tastes. Yes, it tastes bland, but that's what it's supposed to be. It is like raw extracts of the herbal ingredients. If you put tea on it, if you put milk on it, that's just for taste. Like, if you don't like the taste of tea, then well, it's fine. But if you don't like the taste of just pure tea, then that would be your decision. But yeah, yeah, like putting milk on tea, that's just for taste. And let's continue. I imagine they won't be happy. I imagine they won't be too happy with us. I mean, yeah, this is one of the learning curves of opening the gates of Genrymon to the outside world. Like, you don't know what the current generation of tea lovers is. Like, they say, I like tea, but then they ask, where's the milk? But they didn't like us. Wait, but they didn't like us in the first place. So what's the what difference does it make? What do you mean? What do you mean? Of course, oh, okay. Genrymon doesn't like us in the first place. Yeah, let's continue. Oh, you think we should still try to get along? Yeah. I would like I would like that if it were possible, but ooh, the festival's concluding then. Ah, the fireworks. Let's get a window seat, Sensei. There we go. Stop with the uppercase. There we go. Now it's a proper moonlight festival. A special one with you here, Sensei. I don't think Reggio has any romantic feelings with us. She's just escorting us. Yeah, like our relationship with Reggio is probably just like Amy from Millennium. Like she just looks at us as like an ally or something. Yeah, maybe. Like she just looks at us as an ally. Like she doesn't have any romantic feelings with us, unlike Kisaki, or unlike Hina. Yeah, this one she just looks at us as like an ally, I guess. Like she has a lot more things to worry about. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, I am starting to appreciate Reggio now, like as an ally, not as a love interest for now. What, she's calling again? What? You must be a past person speaker. Can you just call me? Can you just call me directly? You must be at Peach Blossom Spring, Sensei. Are you enjoying the festival? It must be quite the atmosphere with all the students from other schools. Yes, I'm glad you feel that way. Sensei, do you know the storm? Oh no, Reggio's gonna get pissed on this one. Like, can you just call Sensei directly and not use my phone to to call to Sensei? Do you know the story behind the Moonlight Festival? The story of the sage? Well, if you know the story, I can cut to the chase. As you're aware, the sage of the story has left for the moon, returned, and then after many trials went back to the moon again. Wait, left for the moon, returned, and then after. Okay. So the sage came here from the moon, then after many trials here on Earth, went back to the moon again. Okay. In Shanghai Jing, sages are considered inscrutable. Inscrutable. Okay. Their true natures unknowable. True. Some are good, others are evil. Some are even demonic. And we may never know which one came to we may never know which one came to visit us. Plus Kai. Some assume that any sage must be evil. You see, the thing about sage means enlightened, right? Like some of the truths of the world can be viewed evil. Like for example, accepting like death, right? Like death will always be part of life, right? It's the cycle of life, right? And people, there will always be people who wish immortality, and if a sage will say like immortality is not worth it because death is the culmination of death is like the culmination of your decisions. Like, are you going to say, did you live your life and did you like living your life? And then the sage will say like, yeah, like if you didn't like your life, then you will wish of immortality. Like, yeah, then the people will say that there are people who died too early to have their I don't know, lives complete, I guess. So yeah, some sages will be viewed evil because they know how the world works already, and there are truths in this world that are like people just can't accept because like it's difficult to accept it. But as the sage that is enlightened has already accepted it, he will be viewed as like evil, right? Like for example, money, or well, I'm making another example again. Like for example, money. Like everybody knows that money makes the world round, but at the same time, money is also the root cause of evil. And if a sage says that to people who are poor, who needed money to live, then he will be viewed as evil. So yeah, I may be just rambling here, so yeah, let's continue. Certainly, no one invites them in. I think the takeaway is, I think the takeaway is not the great. Oh wait, I think the takeaway is not to get scared in advance, madam. We already have our plates full, just focusing on here and now. If we worry about things that haven't even happened yet, we are not going to be able to do anything. True. You got a point, Ratio. Well said. Yeah, Ratio is actually, Ratio is not, well, she's not 100% dumb, or maybe I just don't know her full story yet. But she's not, yeah, she's not bad. Like, she knows how to think for herself. Besides, when you're in business, you know it's all about dealing with unpredictable customers. Ah, I see. So she is level-headed because she is well experienced in dealing with people, I guess. Like, the more people you deal with in your life, the more patience you have, you know. Like, the more patience and the more like wiser you get, I guess. Also true, but hey, Sensei, let's go back out there. The festival's just getting started. What do you mean you thought it was over? Well, I guess the paperwork will wait. I guess the paperwork at Shale will need to wait 3 days then. You're in for some real Shanghai-Jing hospitality, bro. Come on, Sensei. This way. Mm-hmm. Well, she's redeemed herself. Ah, failed to screenshot that. I'll screenshot that later. Wait, why is Ruby small? Why is Ruby small? Okay. Saya, happy rat. And Kisaki. Now she's back to normal. What about Kai? Wait, what happened to Kai? I mean, she was thrown to the corrections bureau, so nobody should be there in that picture anymore. Hey. What? Gomen Hina? Okay, first and foremost, why was that event so serious? Why is this side event very, very serious? Like this event, right? Where is it? Like the hidden, like for example, swimsuit Ui and swimsuit Hanako's event. That was shenanigans. Yeah. That was just well, we were like looking at the history of the sisterhood. That, like, yeah, we were looking at the history of the sisterhood, but at the same time, yeah, like this wasn't that serious, right? This event of Ui wasn't that serious, but this event of Kisaki, this entire event was way too serious for its own good. Like, this is the first ever side story that is so, like, that is way too serious. And, like, this shouldn't be, like, all I'm gonna say, this shouldn't be a side story. This should be a main story. Like, this is, like, yeah, I'm not complaining about the story, right? The story was straight up 9 out of 10, or well, 10, yeah, 9 out of 10, 9.5 even. This was a really good story, but my question is, why is this a side story? You know, like, why is this placed on the event? Why is this placed on an event? Why is this not part of the main story? And that even begs more question, right? If this is a event story in Shanghai-Jing, and it is already this chaotic, like this am I supposed to say this? If it's already this serious, yeah, what would be the story of main story Shanghai-Jing is? What are you telling me is going to be beyond Eden Treaty? That would be insane. So yeah. I guess that was a very good story. I like it. And yes, I still Kisaki now. Oh no. Gomen Hina. Well, Gomen Atsuko on my point of view as well, because my two wives are Atsuko and Hina. But yeah, I guess that's all for now. And well, I hope I'm no longer going to say that the next video should be, because well, I've been constantly constantly need to shift my the videos that I make, because yeah, let's just say I will try my best that the next video will be finally the release of Aru's gun. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video, and hope to see you guys in the next video. So yeah, peace.
Whoa, whoa, gotta